All right, it's Tuesday, February 28th. This is our, we launched Townsites about 2 weeks ago. 50 subscribers in the first 2.5 weeks. It's been going, better than what we had ever expected. And, cities are, there's a lot of interest in cities all across the country. So I'm excited about that. And so what Townsites is, it's a hyper-local platform that puts the agent as the kind of like the go-to person in their community. It's a digital B&I group without having to get up at 7 o'clock in the morning and have coffee with people you don't even like. What this is, you basically are the quarterback and you invite people in that you want to work with. And you kind of create this little ecosystem and you are the focus of the entire city that you represent. One of the best things about Townsites, it's city exclusive, one agent per city. And we did that way on purpose because we wanted to, we didn't want people overlapping. We didn't want people, using the same content and interviewing the same businesses. We wanted to really keep it exclusive. We did it that way on purpose. And it's really based on, when you're an agent, agents are like, well, what areas do you serve? And then most agents are like, well, I serve all over. I'll drive here, I'll drive there. But really what we want our partners to focus on is the community that they, typically it's the community, most people it's the community where they live in, or the community that they relate most and where they want to generate and do all of their business. So we're positioning them to be really the go-to person, the know-it-all, the one that's going to break the news, the one that's going to interview the local businesses, do the things that you see other agents, top producers doing that you want to do, but you felt like you didn't have the time, money, or resources to do. We now do 90% of it for you all automatically. So that's Townsites. Paul, do you have anything to add real quick?
No, I love what Melissa said because she described this. So essentially, Melissa, this is like, I say anything you put the sun on grows. If the sun's shining on something, it's going to grow, right? So the spotlight is you. If it's Melissa, spouses selling houses, right? In your town, it's you and your husband. So the spotlight would be on you guys. If somebody's doing a Google search, best restaurants in town, you show up with an article, and Lee's going to show you all this, written by you. You didn't write it, Townsites did. They got ghostwriters to do all that work that the agent just doesn't have time to do. And anytime somebody's searching for something, you pop up. You pop up. What activities? You pop up. What events? You pop up. Restaurants? You pop up. Any of the goings on in town, it's you, it's you, it's you. And they just keep seeing you, right? That's the intention. Kind of what you described earlier. There's just no website out there that works like this one. So this is hyper focusing the agent on their community. And really, I believe COVID helped bring this home. So that pandemic
really
thing kind of, really shined a light on getting right down into the community that you represent and getting to know people on a very intimate level. It was very helpful. And that's what this is. He's now going to share it with you.
All right. So what is a Townsite? A Townsite is a one-of-a-kind platform. It's not just a website. There's 30 different pieces of technology that are built into the Townsite. So this is a sample of Paul's Townsite in Naples. I'm just going to click through like 3 or 4 sites that I pulled up on the screen, and then I'm going to dig deeper into and show you all the features. So here's Northville. This is my wife's site. This was the first test site that we did. And you can see we enhance all the photos to make everything look picturesque and super professional and clean. Here's Ann Arbor. So here's, downtown Ann Arbor, Michigan. Here's Sarasota, Florida. So you can see there's different themes. There's 6 different themes you can choose from. And, this is a beautiful.
I don't think we lost him. Melissa, can you hear me?
He froze up, but now
I
can hear you.
So we're good. Hopefully he'll come back in a minute.
Okay.
This news.
Lee, we
So-
lost you. As soon as you put up her site, we lost you. You froze. We didn't hear anything you said. Apologize.
It says my internet's connection is weak.
It's 4 degrees out there. He's in
All right,
Michigan.
can you see me now?
Yes.
Yes.
There we go.
All right, so here's this is the Northville. This is my wife's site. And so when you scroll down, you're going to see the latest news, business directory. So click on restaurants and we'll automatically, we do all this for you. You don't need to do any of this. So all the restaurants in your community all show up, and there's reviews and stuff on all of the restaurants right here. You scroll back, all the local businesses, non-restaurant will show up in your community. Nail salon, dog groomer, therapeutics, ear duct cleaning, so bridal shop. So like really any businesses in your community. And then we also go to deals. So any type of deals, like photography session, cosmetic surgery, cycle bar in Northville. So if anyone wants to get any deal, so one of the things, simple things here is you can just click copy and paste this into your own Facebook page and say, here's all the deals happening in Northville, Michigan. Boom, you drive people right to your town site. Events. So all the local events that are happening in your town are all indexed here in your town site. Okay. So all this is built in. You don't have to do any of this. This is all done for you. So let's go back home here. And the latest news. So this is the articles that our ghostwriters write for your business. So it's funny because this was published yesterday, and we got good response. Like literally people that we know in our community went and had dinner there last night because we posted this article. So Kimchi Box, it's a Korean barbecue place. So we wrote this Townsites writes the article, gives Julie Moratis, my wife, the credit for the article. It just talks about the restaurant, the other places that they have, some photos, just stuff about the restaurant. And you can go right here on Facebook and share it. You can get boom and share it to your own page or wherever. You can just with the click of a button. And the whole goal of this is we're trying to create engagement. We're trying to drive people back. So when people on Facebook click on the link to this article, it's going to drive them back to your town site. And then people are going to look around and find other interesting stories. So here's the other stories: Chamber of Commerce Awards, indulge in Mission Barbecue's mac and cheese, get ready for the grand opening of Great Buffalo Brewing Company. So all these are stuff that you'd want to read. They're all stuff that's interesting, and it's all stuff pertinent to your community. So let's go back home. And if we scroll down, so here's what the town site looks like. So there's going to be a place to capture people to sign up for the digital newsletter. And I'll talk about that in a minute. And you can see the next section is all the articles that you wrote. Well, we really wrote them for you, but we're giving you the credit for it here. Then the next one are Facebook posts that we automatically post to Facebook for you, and engaging posts. And then any videos that you do will show up here. And then as you keep scrolling down, it'll be events and things like that and discounts. Okay. So they're in more than one place. So if you scroll to the other side, here's the community highlights section. So this is where you have your showcase videos. So this is a sample of BurgerFi's, a burger joint. So this is one of the videos that we scripted and edited for Julie. And it's just like a 3-minute long video. We read all the scripts. This is an interview style script. Obviously you can't hear the sound because I'm using 2 screens. But yeah, so then, so all your videos will show up here of people that you interview and highlight. And so the whole idea is the agent can highlight the financial planner, the divorce attorney, the insurance agent, and have them be highlighted in their community. As you continue scrolling down, here's a little paragraph on Julie. and it will be dynamic. We will be able to click on a button and it'll open up into a lead screen with another video that she can do a video about her and her real estate experience, or another great thing would be a 2-minute reel of video testimonials from clients, things like that. So any of that stuff can be put right in. So next under here, we're actually adding a community professional, the local community professional section, and I wanted to show real quick what it looks like.
Melissa, this kind of goes in line with what you said, and we have the insurance guy on here as well. I don't mean to interrupt, Lee, I apologize. But this is where your partners, people that financially benefit from you in real estate, the attorneys, the insurance agents, the inspectors, you could also highlight them. You could feature them. You could do videos on them. But they're essentially part of this, and they're tagging along with the influencer. You're the influencer. These people get to piggyback off everything Townsite does for you. That's the beauty of what we're showing you.
You guys can see this okay?
Mm-hmm.
So what happens is what we're going to do is right underneath, let me blow it up a little bit. So right underneath the section for the agent will be the community's professional spotlight. It'll feature, I think we can put up to 10 people in here. And then when you click on that person, it'll be a little landing page where you can have a couple paragraphs about that business professional. You can put a video in, you can put your video interview in there. So it's a little capture page. And then it'll also, anytime anyone, if I was on Paul's site and I clicked on Lee Perlman and I asked for information, the system's intelligent enough to know that I sent, the lead to Paul through Paul's site. And so if you're keeping track, Lee Perlman will know that he got X number of leads from Paul's Naples site. Okay. So that's that. So that's super exciting, and that's being rolled out within the next couple of weeks. So if you were to subscribe today, by the time your site was live and going, that will all be up and running. So continue scrolling down. Here's homes for sale. So this will connect right in with your CRM. So here's a sample of Julie's CRM here. She just got this under contract, $2 million house. Love it. So scroll back, and just all the local houses in that Northville community first, then we'll go to other communities. Next is a home valuation tool. So you can type in a property address and it'll instantly give you a valuation. And let me show you a sample. So once you do that, it'll get sent. So this is a sample of what would get sent to the person that requested it. It'll also show up. It'll show up live, but it'll also email them, and it'll show all the comparables, everything, just like that. So let's go over here. So okay, find us on Facebook. So here's a big piece. So when we build we're not only building your town site, but we're also creating a Facebook community page for you, an Instagram business page, and a community YouTube channel. Now, we're not going to launch your YouTube channel until you start getting videos. Once you start doing your video interviews. So we launched the YouTube channel like about 30 days after your first video or two shows up. And then we start building a whole YouTube strategy for you, as well as the Instagram and Facebook strategy. So before I show you the YouTube page, so we're your ghostwriter for you. We write all your articles for you. We're your local community social media manager. I'll show you that when we go on Facebook. We're your video author and editor. We're your digital email marketer, your lead provider, and we're your personal ad agency. So we do all of this stuff for you. And there's really not that much that you need to do. So let's go to Julie's. Sure, go ahead.
Can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
So may I ask a question?
Sure.
Okay, or do you want me to wait till the end?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, so I guess that question, I have a question when you said, so we have a YouTube page already, and because we've been doing videos already for a while, we have almost 100 videos already on there. Is
Wow.
that something that instead of starting a new page, could we add you to that existing page and go from there?
Sure, but what I probably would like to see you do is keep your existing page, but then take some of those community videos that you've done and start, because this isn't your real estate page. This is the community. This is about your community, unless you already have a community YouTube channel.
Okay,
So what I would do is I take the community, focused videos that you've done, and I would make a copy of them and put them on your Northville Now station, or your Naples Now, or your Toledo Today, or whatever,
okay,
that's
Okay.
what I would do. So
Okay.
and then because you're creating a community. This is all based on community foundation. And then you're going to start doing videos. Why should I move to Northville? Why should I move
Okay.
to Naples? And you're going to do videos like that, and that's going to continue to build out. So think about it. Think about like 6 months from now, after you've done 10 or 12 videos and you've interviewed 5 or 6 businesses in the community, then you start doing your more, why should I move here? Like what's the best subdivisions in this, so then you could start adding those to your portfolio. Okay.
Gotcha.
And then one of the things that we do is every week we're going to send you a weekly email with a theme of things that you should do that week with your town site. Okay. So here's the Northville, here's Julie's Northville Facebook page. This is the one that's been the longest running. A lot of the pages are newer. So you can see, this is one of the sample posts that we'll do. So this was a day ago. Would you like to work from home or work from an office? Here's the video of so this was just put in there. So here's some of the posts. So as we keep scrolling down here, there's a diaper drive, and then you can go ahead and post stuff yourself too, like a tree was down. So Julie got home, and she's like just typed it and put it in, and she got to share some likes and comments. But as you can see, as we scroll back here, we're starting to get some good engagement. So 38, we went to Koji for dinner. We just shot a couple photos, uploaded in our Northville page. 3 shares, 14 comments, 38 likes. 18. So this video was only uploaded February 16th, so just a little under a week ago. Let me scroll to a couple of these. So here's one that went viral. 101 likes, 32 shares, 12 comments. It's about a new restaurant that was opening in town. And so we've established, so in a little over a year with this page, we generated about 1,400 likes to this page. And the whole goal is to get this page to about 10,000 followers and likes to the page. And then you can start, the more people you capture to this page, the more everything kind of flows together. So any post that you put in here, which we post for you, automatically syndicate to your town site, which automatically syndicate to your digital newsletter as well, which I will show you right now. So here's a sample of the digital newsletter. So everything matches perfectly. So let's show her Ann Arbor page and then her digital newsletter. Everything matches. It's all, very nicely done. And I clicked the wrong, I was trying to get rid of that. Just bear with me here. So as you scroll down, if you click on any of the articles, it'll drive you right back to the town site page. So this is the Ann Arbor one. So this talks all about this. This new restaurant that opened up in downtown Ann Arbor. It's kind of a weird name for a place. It's called Bao Space, but it's the homemade dumplings, which look delicious.
Yeah, they do.
I had some questions as well, if you get a chance.
Sure. So everything will drive you back to either the Facebook community page or the Townsite page. All right, fire away.
All right, cool. This really seems cool as far as like having an interactive space that, you know, gets people liking and commenting. Like, I know how important that is, and just some of the subliminal messaging of seeing your name repeatedly, you know, and along with insurance, you know, being, or real estate or whatever, right? So that totally makes a lot of sense. I have a couple questions. One, I have a business page through Farm Bureau that is filtered through hearsay. And this is just one of the things that we are required to do when we have a Farm Bureau page. And it's for to do with like the compliance that we have. So a couple questions. One would be, are we able to filter what is written, or are we able to approve what is written by a ghostwriter? That's one question. And two, how would it work as far as, is there a way to direct back to my business Facebook page, or would this have to be something, because it seems like y'all have kind of control over the page, or is that something that would have to be more like a personal Facebook page that you were connected to? Because I have a personal and a business. So
Okay, those are good questions. So basically, when you sign up for Townsites, one of the things that we're going to do is we're going to give you here, let me show you. So we're going to ask you where do you get your local news from? Like, give me all the outlets. And so you're gonna put the websites of everywhere where you would get your news from. Like, this is Northville, Michigan, northville.org, you know, Facebook, Northville City Hall. So it's Northville's Facebook page, downtown Northville Facebook page. So these are just 4 outlets of where, and what happens is that through our artificial intelligence, we scour all of these websites every day, and we figure out what would be the most relevant information pertaining specifically to the community, and something that would be interesting, and then we write an article about that. So you know, so we're writing stuff, you know, we don't have filters in, but we're just writing, it's mostly restaurant reviews, events that are happening in the community. We're not writing personal opinions, you know, so that, I hope that answers your question. Is like, I know that politics and religion come into things sometimes, and it's like, this is like a site that's just really all about providing information about the community in a, you know, like, we're not right or left or anything like that, because I know that that would be, yeah, we're very neutral on everything. So that's how we just do our stuff. So to answer your question about your stuff, what would happen is if you were one of the professionals in the spotlight here, and somebody clicked on your information, then you would have a little lead page that would pop up, and you could put whatever information you wanted about your business, and that will be prominent on, you know, the main page of Townsite, and it'll also be in the newsletter as well. So when we get to the newsletter, there'll be a spot for the local professionals as well within the newsletter. So they'll be able to click on the link and be driven to your advertisement.
got you. So what you're talking about is a lead capturing system that you guys have, and
Correct.
we're able to customize the questions that are asked. at the, is that true?
Well, you'll have your little space to put whatever you want on it. So,
Hmm.
um,
How does that work? I mean, is that something I'm setting up with Townsites? I guess that'd be my question. If something is driving to my Townsite, say I've promoted something through Facebook, somebody clicks on the link, they want to see about this restaurant that I reviewed. And so is it okay to figure out more about this restaurant? Key in your first and last name, email, date of birth, yada, yada, yada. Is that how it works? Or is that just when you sign up for the newsletter? Does my question kind of make sense what I'm asking?
it does, but I think you're kind of going all over the place.
I don't think I'm
Uh,
going to place, honestly. I mean, I'm just trying to get an understanding of the product. So if the main thing is,
the main thing is the product is set up for the main license holder. So the license holder is like the director of the BNI group, and they choose to work with other professionals that come in, and they're co-contributors to that community.
got it.
So I think, and again, if I'm wrong, please correct me. So on my site, as an example, if I was that agent and you are my insurance guy, like Reagan was on that particular site, you would have your own landing page built in. If you want that directed to wherever it is, that's something you coordinate with
You
Lee
can do
and the coders.
whatever he wants with that page.
Right. I want it to go here, it'll go there. I want it to go over here, it'll go over there. So then my idea is to teach people, hey, I'm going to have an interview with you. Let's talk about insurance. Let's teach people stuff. Put it up there. Lee pumps the content out there. We got the video here. And as people continue to see me, they also see you. And they click on you. It says, hey, the town site generated an opportunity for him and it went to you, wherever you directed it to go. Does that better help under?
Yeah,
Yes.
you're gonna be highlighted throughout the whole town site. You're gonna constantly be highlighted as a local professional, community partner and professional. It's no different than being in a BNI group.
I understand that. My question, going back to the lead capturing, if what you're saying is the site would send you to a website that we are already using for lead capturing, because what's going to help us, like, okay, great, you saw, and I'm just trying to better understand the product. I hope that's taken well. If somebody's interacting with us, ultimately, what I need as a professional is your contact information. I need to know how to contact you as well. If that's capturing your information so that I can then reach out to you, hey, saw you were, on the page. As far as taking it, because obviously if somebody's liking or commenting or interacting, that's one way to know that somebody is looking at your stuff. But a lot of people like to come onto pages, read things, they don't interact, they don't comment, but still being able to extract data of that person who visited the website is very valuable, because at the end of the day, getting more numbers of people is really gonna, I think, benefit us. And that's what I was asking, is that, like, what is designed in that? Is there anything that captures that information that will, like, send that to, if they're interacting with, Melissa's page, is an email going to be sent to Melissa saying, hey, John Smith at 123 Lane, interacted with your page, and then she can then have a follow-up. Like, how does that work? Or is it just, hey, I'm promoting you, and then now come to my landing page, which is my personal Farm Bureau page? Does that make sense what I'm asking?
It makes sense. And we have all analytics to show where people went and what they're doing. But I think you're looking, what the product you're looking for is not, is fantasy land. There's like no, I don't understand what you're even getting at as far as,
It's called
I
a
apologize. I thought I answered it, but I didn't answer it. I don't
the
understand
whole
question.
idea is to build that partnership with the agent too, like beyond, you're creating a referral network outside of even a lead capture page, where if you're the real estate agent professional is putting you on as a partner, you guys are already trading people and clients as well. Plus, you're also being featured, and you're going to be a contributor to articles and all other things as well. So, you're like one of the featured partners on the town site. So,
If they clicked on you and you want to capture their name, phone number, and email,
Yeah.
and that's what you have there, then that's
Yeah.
what it'll capture.
correct.
Does that answer that question?
Yes. Yes.
It's way more, I mean, like with
Whatever you want is what it.
That's what I'm asking about is the capabilities of the of and the limitations. Like see, look, I don't know. Look, I didn't know what Townsites was before coming on this call, right? So in my opinion, it's your job to tell me why it's valuable, and I see valuable things, but what I'm trying to pinpoint is like how specifically that. And that's just me having a question as a potential consumer. I don't think that I'm in fantasy land. There are sales funnels, I mean, that do this all over the place. I mean, I've actually purposely clicked on ads and links to watch how they work, and they capture leads all day with stuff like this. Like, tell me about yourself. What are your interests? What are your this? And they gather your data. And then surprisingly, I have people calling me and emailing me next week. It's funny how that works. So I'm saying does this have any of that built into it? It sounds like it may not. I'm just trying to get a better idea of besides, like, obviously I understand you're wanting to build a strong community, right, of professionals that are plugged into the community that have highlighted portions on your town page. Understand? Okay, is the town page being boosted or promoted anywhere else to make people want to click on the town page outside of my personal Facebook page? Because if that's the case, there's limits of your reach within your own Facebook page, if that's how you're promoting it. How is Townsites being promoted, and how is that, like, and I hope, like I said, I'm trying to be like as clear as possible and not be in fantasy land. I just want to know how this
okay, so
increase at the end of the day.
You upload all of your contacts to the digital newsletter, and we generate geo leads, the people that are most likely to buy or sell in the next 24 months. So we're uploading, up to 1,000 geo leads that will start receiving your digital newsletter automatically. And they're getting dripped on weekly with everything that's happening in the community. And then the more interaction you do with your Facebook group, everything kind of fuels, it works both ways. The more people that receive the digital newsletter get driven to your Facebook community page and to your town site page.
Sure.
The more interaction in your Facebook page, the more people funnel down to your town site and your digital newsletter. And then all that's happening, every article that we're writing for our partner gets indexed on Google, that gets indexed on Google Local Business Services, raises their ranking. And so when somebody does a Google search, real estate agent in Naples, Florida, the organic ranking will go, it's not going to be the top because the paid ads are the highest, but with combination of a paid ad with all the indexed articles, think about 6 months in, there's 4 to 6 articles a month that we're writing. So you go 6 months in and there's 30 to 40 articles that were written by our main partner, and it really increases all the Google ranking as well.
Gotcha.
So this isn't if you want to, this isn't a like if you want just leads, then just go ahead and buy trigger leads or something. But this builds warm community. Like it turns you into someone that is a professional within the community. And as opposed to, anybody I can go in and buy thousands of leads. But this is more, it turns you into more of an influential person within your community. It makes people want to work with you. And then we're seeing people just reach out and call our agents because, and those are the types of leads that you really want, that you're not chasing.
Yeah, no, I understand the difference. That I understand buying leads. I mean, I don't buy leads, but I they are.
And you said you're how many months? You're 8 months into the business?
Yes, and I've
Okay.
been yes.
He's hustling. Yeah, you're just grinding. So like what Melissa is doing, and Lee, correct me if I'm wrong, and I hope I can elaborate on the answer for you. Like from my perspective, when I first saw this, it's like, okay, I don't have a website that does anything for me other than validate the fact that I'm a licensed realtor. It doesn't work for me. It's not doing anything for me. It just validates. People are always like, hey, they want to see that you have a website, so you're real. Okay, now I have that. Whether I spend $100 or $1,000 or put time into that, it's there. When I saw this, I saw a live, breathing component of my business that's doing 90% of the work that I would never do. I would never write these articles. I would never go around and do all this stuff. I would never do video content. I don't know how to generate any of this stuff. So now I have a living, breathing component of my business that's doing a lot of the things that I don't do and probably don't have the skill set for. And it gives me the public exposure that I don't have. There's a reason McDonald's still advertise on billboards. Everybody knows who McDonald's is, but they still advertise. So this now takes all of that, what Melissa's done for all this time with these videos, this content, it could possibly centralize it, then put her in a search vehicle where everybody or anybody that's searching for anything in her town, she starts to pop up. It obviously won't happen quickly in the very beginning because we've got to build that content up for her. But the more that she does on top of what Townsites is already doing, takes you from page 4 on a Google search to 3 to 2 to 1. Now you're in the top 5, and they just keep seeing her again and again and again. So that would be the thought process for me, that I now have a website that categorizes everything, pushes and promotes me, and I don't have to do it. And by the way, they write articles for me, and I don't have to do it. Then I say, well, let me go to the other people that make money from me, my insurance agents, my bankruptcy attorneys, all the people that make money from me in real estate. Let me collaborate with them, because Lee and Townsites is going to turn me into the local influencer. So wouldn't that financial advisor want to be known throughout the community? He's not now. Wouldn't that insurance agent want to be known throughout the community, and et cetera, et cetera? So that would be the idea. So then I said, okay, when we start to put all of my community partners, my personal relationship, financial relationships and partners on the site, it not only gives them that exposure, but they can also financially contribute to the site, which is pennies in comparison to what they're normally spending. And they get to tag along with the influencer that now maybe in the community, when someone has financial distress, they've seen Lee Perlman's picture time and time again. Who is this guy? It's another venue, another opportunity for Lee to get that exposure. I don't know that it's going to generate 5 leads a week or 5 leads a month. It may, I don't know that. But there's going to be a place to capture that information and drive it back to his site. That's really what I saw this thing being, a self-propelled engine that I really don't even have to hold the wheel of. I don't know if that helps at all.
No,
That's
I felt
what
like that was
excited
super
me.
helpful.
Yeah.
You know, the thing is, I mean, to be a community influencer, or, you know, I mean, it takes a lot of time, and
Yes.
we're all, you know, out there doing our own business and grinding and, you know, trying to see as many people and, you know, coffee meetings or this, that, and the other, whatever. And I think this, you know, behind the scenes is just one more, you know, hat, because I mean, gosh, we all
Bingo.
wear so many hats, right? We're the marketer, we're the insurance agent and the realtor and this, that, and the other. And it's hard to do it all. And oh, by the way, go home and enjoy time with your family, right? And so this, I think, could be a really key component of, like you said, of being, showing community presence and really getting business that way, I think is a huge bonus, because it's you're giving and providing value.
Melissa, how many deals do you close a year?
You know, I would say 20.
Okay, well, that's a good number, right? So you're doing 20 deals a year. Now, if you splintered off that and said, okay, it's going to take me an hour a week to write articles. It's going to take me an hour a week to interview local restaurants. It's going to take me an hour. How do you have the extra time and still maintain a marriage and know your children? And there's just no way. And
Right.
you start doing 30 deals a year and 40, there's no way. So it's almost like you're the CEO of the company and you've just deployed this vehicle that's going to self-drive and is going to do everything you've not had the ability or time to do. That's what I see this being.
Mm-hmm.
And the
Yeah.
fact that there's
Yeah.
nothing else out there like this, This is like, I jokingly always say this when I do my coaching calls. This is kind of like you got a bunch of dudes sitting around a room. They're at the kitchen table and they're saying, you know what? I want to start this hardware store. I want to sell tools, and I want to sell these tools in like a building the size of a football field, and I'm going to call it Home Depot. Anybody want in? Anybody want in, right? That's kind of what I'm seeing here, that this is going to be your community presence all over the place. And the fact that Lee said, I don't want it to be like Zillow, where they sell 50 leads to 50 different realtors. We're going to give exclusivity to Melissa. When she captures that town, anybody else that wants it has to get in line. They don't get it. She got it. Powerful. Powerful.
Yeah,
And you're
so,
seeing it when he's doing the beta stuff now. He's not even publicly launched this. This is like a restaurant with a soft open. Come and try out our food, family. Let us know if our service is okay. That's what's going on right now. And when we do these things, we sell more sites.
Yeah,
Like,
so
holy
the
smokes.
stuff that we have, I mean, I didn't even get through half of what it does. So we also write all the scripts for you. So there's a script wizard where we ask you, 10 or 12 questions, and we give you the option to do a narration script or an interview style script, because I know a lot of people that don't like video or don't like being in front of the camera. They can just do a narration script where they go in and do a bunch of B-roll of the business with their camera, and then they come back and they upload that footage to us, which we edit all of that, and then there's a video script that they read off, send the audio file, and we put it all together to make it easy, because we know that most agents really don't like doing some formal interview style or whatever. So we made it super easy for them, and then we edit those videos, and then we place them on their YouTube channel, on Facebook as well. So we do that. So we do all those things, and if you add up the cost of what it would cost to do all these things on your own, it'll probably $1,200 to $1,500 a month, and our service is $495 a month to do all of that for you. And then we're seeing most agents are splitting the cost, with their title company lender or other business professionals, and it's an extremely affordable option.
Melissa, you don't know me yet, but I am part of the launch committee, if you will. So as an example, the 20 deals you closed, where's the source of your business coming from? Predominantly from where?
I'm sorry, you broke up there.
The source of the 20 deals that you closed, where are they coming from? Predominantly, you're getting your business from whom, where?
Almost all of my business so far has come from word of mouth and past referrals. Being a community person, where it's been almost all sphere of influence.
So I'll give you an example, right? One of the things that we're going to be doing soon is I'll be helping coach all of the partners, the Townsite holders, in some ideas that maybe they haven't gotten business from before. Like as an example, you said sphere of influence. I teach people how to read that backwards. I'm going to teach how to influence your sphere. Influence your sphere, meaning you're not getting business from a divorce attorney. So that either means that nobody in your town gets divorced, or you just haven't established the partnerships yet. If I were guessing, I'd say you haven't established the partnerships yet, right? So there's an angle where I'll be teaching that, because I have divorce attorneys that we exchange business with. Estate planners, you didn't mention you're getting any business from estate planners. And you mean to tell me that nobody's going to die in your town? Like, what water are you people drinking? How's that even possible? So it's those things that I'll be doing now on a weekly basis, 30 minutes, where I'll be coaching, guiding, helping people. So how does Paul have a bankruptcy attorney on his site? How does that happen? Well, because I got 13 listings last year from a bankruptcy attorney. Why didn't you? I'll teach you how to do that. So on top of everything that Townsites has, they're also saying, Paulie, get in there every week and show them how to do things they're not doing. So if you got 20 deals because you're phenomenal, you may have left some money on the table because somebody got married and bought a house, somebody divorced, somebody died, somebody relocated, somebody went to their hairdresser and said, I need to buy a house. And none of this came to you. So in addition to what everything else has built, he brought me on at the latter part of this and said, I need you to put the icing on this cake. So on top of everything else, there's going to be a weekly plug-in where you can tune in to say, you know what? I don't get any business from estate planners. How the heck does this happen? Another estate sale went up and my name's not on the listing sign. How do I get that?
And then that estate planner will be one of the featured local professionals on the site.
Bingo. That's where you have leverage, Melissa.
I like, yeah.
So all
Yeah.
those pieces are, and that's how you form that partnership and you get those referral deals without, which, my wife got her second deal from her from her CPA. And when she went to meet with the guy, he was like, oh my God, my phone's been ringing off the hook from agents. And I'm using you because my CPA said that you would take good care of me. And those are the relationships that we're building, which are way better than any type of cold calling lead type thing. And I've been around I've been in the industry for 20 some years, so I know what works, what doesn't, and really building the relationships through the way that Townsites is created is going to get you solid. It's going to help double, it'll double the amount of referral business that you have right now.
Well, and I like how, like James being trusted partners and, that, because that's what we want. We want to work, we get lots of people that want to be partners, but I think having trusted partners like James and I have had several conversations and we think alike. And so wanting to build that relationship, wanting to him to be one of our trusted partners and on the site because we think alike and we know that we're going to treat our clients, very similarly and with care and compassion. And that's why he's on this call, is because we think alike and want to be, trusted partners together. And I think that that's building that relationship with, different referral partners is important.
Yeah, I agree with that. And that's ultimately what I was trying to figure out on this call was, what is the intention of, like, besides, so it just seems like marketing and strengthening like your group. When you said like a virtual BNI that's like on a website, makes a lot of sense, like how that's kind of structured. So yeah, Melissa and I feel the same way about our customers. Ultimately, what we want to do is have a a tight knit group of people that communicate well, that can take care of clients' needs and do that in a way that is really seamless and really as stress free as possible. Because I know I'm really appreciate when I'm able to work with professionals to make my life easier. After all, that's what you're paying people to do.
Yep.
And so that's I totally think, like, as far as building a group of trusted professionals in an area, and I do like that you guys have it exclusive to, kind of like a first come first serve on town sites. And you talked about geocaching. To my understanding, and excuse me, you could probably elaborate on this more. That's basically taking a location of people and then somehow collecting data to then promote the website.
Yeah, 72 different factors, being death in the family, graduated from school, like all these factors are all put into like all the names in a neighborhood are run through all of these factors, and they're the people that are most likely to to be selling. And so we're going to get all those people in, all those people within like a 3-mile radius of your city are going to be uploaded into your town site newsletter. And they're going to, you're going to be seen as the go-to person in that community.
James, you know how like companies pay billions of dollars to get data on all of us. What do we do? When do we sleep? How do we act? What do we buy? Everything. They want that data because data predicts our future move.
Yep.
So those 72 pieces of data, essentially, if the borrowers are doing certain things, that's an indication. Statistically, they're going to sell within 12 months. Get that over to Melissa. And it goes into her site.
That's through like RedX. I'm not sure if you're familiar with RedX, but that would be I think it's $199 to $249 a month just to get RedX. And then you got to go and spend all the time sorting through all of these things. And, so by the time you're all done with that, that's half the cost of what we're doing for you. So, but, I did learn a lesson today. And that is that I'm going to hold all questions to the end, because I think that I answered your question, if I would have continued with my presentation, I think it would have helped answer your question a little better. So thanks for asking that when you did, because I just instituted a new rule that no questions till the end, because I think that I helped. I was going to get to all the other stuff, and when you look at all the other stuff that we do, and some of the stuff that's coming is awesome. So we have a Chrome extension that you'll download to your computer, and if you see any article or anything that's interesting, you can highlight and right click and send it to us, and within 48 hours we'll write an article or story about that. And so we're like going to be at the front, like, so you will be the Channel 7 news person that's breaking the news, with the microphone. You're going to be that person. And then we're going to write a matching script to match that news article. So to make it to do easy video, you can do a green screen, have the article that you wrote with the photo in the background, and then you doing a video about the article that you wrote. And it's going to be really game changing.
Yeah, I like that.
Well, I have a 1:15 that I need to hop on,
Yep.
but I really appreciate your guys' time today. And Scott's all excited. I'm excited to be working with him and a lot of like-minded people. We have a lot of good things that we're working on, and excited for the future.
Definitely. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. You have a great
Nice to meet you guys.
great evening. All right.
Take care.
Bye-bye.